Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the sometimes weird world of corporate filings. Today we're diving into AquaBounty Technology's latest proxy statement, a document that might seem as thrilling as watching paint dry. But trust me, it has some hidden stories about the company's struggles and future plans. This document is a notice for AquaBounty's annual meeting set for May 29, 2025. Stockholders get to vote on key issues like electing directors, picking the auditor, and giving their opinion on executive pay. It's important because it shows what decisions are coming up for the company. The board urges everyone to vote for their recommendations. It's worth noting the company includes a big disclaimer about forward-looking statements, basically saying, hey, things might not go as planned. They mention a lot of risks, including the possibility that the company might not be able to continue as a going concern, meaning they might run out of money and have to shut down. This is a huge red flag. They're worried about raising enough cash, dealing with disease in their salmon farms, and even cyber attacks. Here's what the document includes. It covers everything from who's going to be at the annual meeting and what they will do, to who owns the company stock and how much executives are paid. One of the main things stockholders will vote on is the election of directors. 4 people are up for re-election. It's worth knowing that the company decided to reduce the size of its board from 7 to 4 directors to save money because of their reduced operations and need to preserve cash, and so not all the directors will be re-elected. Gail Sharps-Myers, Christine St. Clair, Rick Sterling, and Sylvia Wolf are the nominees. The document gives a short bio of each. Myers is a top legal officer at Denny's. St. Clair used to be an audit partner at KPMG. Sterling was the CFO of Precision, and Wolf was AquaBounty's CEO. Here's a quick look at the executive officers who are on the board. David Frank is the interim CEO and CFO, and Angela Olsen is the general counsel. AquaBounty says they're committed to strong corporate governance. They have a code of business, conduct and ethics, and charters for their audit, compensation, and human capital, and nominating and corporate governance committees. They have an insider trading policy that forbids things like short sales and derivatives. They're trying to prevent any shady dealings with their stock. The board checked and said that a number of their directors are independent, meaning they don't have conflicts of interest that would impact their decisions. In 2024, non-employee directors received a cash retainer of $10,000 for the first quarter, but then decided to delay further payments and waive their annual grants to preserve cash. Gail Sharps-Myers received the most with $20,000. Stockholders are also being asked to ratify the appointment of Deloitte and Tuchel as their independent accounting firm for fiscal year 2025. Here is a view of how much the company paid its independent auditor for their services. In 2024, audit fees were $630,700, and total fees were $666,886, and $695,001 in total fees, and $695,001 in total fees. Another vote is on executive compensation, giving stockholders a chance to say whether they approve of how the top people are paid. This vote is advisory, meaning that in the end, the decision falls to the board. Okay, let's look at some money. Sylvia Wolf, the former CEO, made $248,496,656,656 in 656. David Melbourne made $314,546 in 2024. David Melbourne made $314,546,999 in 2014 and 546. In 2044, Angela Olsen made $30,26,990 and 26,999 in 2014 $14 and 400 and Solis and 27 46,1999 EMS in 2024. These numbers include salary and other compensation. This table provides a view of how much stock can be issued under the company's plans. There are 64,905 securities to be issued upon exercise and 81,087 securities remaining available for future issuance. The average exercise price is $38.57 $100. The company then compared what the CEO and other top executives were paid versus how the company performed. What it boils down to is if the company did well, the executives got paid well. You can see here that in 2024, net income was LFCOM 49,392,662. 2023 was a loss of 27,557,997,995. For Sylvia Wolf in 2024, the summary compensation table total was $439,799, and compensation actually paid was $429,051 for non-PU and NEOs. The average summary compensation table total was $335. Average compensation actually paid was $325,735. AquaBounty says they've agreed to protect their directors and officers from certain costs if they get sued because of their work for the company. So what's the big picture here? AquaBounty seems to be in a tough spot. They're cutting costs and trying to keep things afloat. They're still facing some significant financial losses. One potential weakness is the fact that they keep losing money. The company needs to turn things around and start making a profit, or it's going to be hard to survive long term. AquaBounty is an interesting company, but it's definitely one to watch carefully. Will their genetically engineered salmon save the day, or will they become another cautionary tale in the corporate world? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Until next time.